Welcome, folks, to another edition of the Housecoat Rant. And yes, I am your host, the dude in a housecoat. And I just want to give a special shout out to the Coots 4, 2 are freed, misdemeanor gun charges, the others, the conspiracy to commit murder of an RCMP officer has been dropped by the Crown. The two remaining in remand custody are awaiting trial. Hopefully, they will be freed soon because the two have been released for the conspiracy to commit murder. Those charges have been dropped. It should be dropped for all four, in my opinion, but I will be happy to say that I am happy to report that at least some good has been done, and people that have been locked up indefinitely in lawfare are released finally to a plea deal for improper storage of a firearm. That in itself is not really a huge crime, but nonetheless, let's move on, folks. Let's get to the point of my little rant, and is what the heck are we going to do about Justin Trudeau and the Liberals? I know everybody says PP. Well, you know what? I hope he is the guy, and I hope he does make some changes. Maxime Bernier, you need a seat in the House of Commons before you can make a change. I don't care about Jagmeet Singh, and I will be Prime Minister. No, you will not. You will hopefully be on the curb. Yes, and maybe you should go back to India to face trial for whatever it is that you're not allowed there for. Right? You can't even go to the States. My God, why are you even in government? That, in a nutshell, is the Liberal Party, folks. They have drunk drivers, they have pedophiles, and I know I shouldn't say that word, but anybody that signs a non disclosure agreement gets fired from a school halfway through, and these are my opinions, and I would just love to see more. But in the meantime, we have drunk drivers, we have people that are not born in this country but are in the House of Parliament, ripping the very fabric of our nation because of a conflict in the Middle East. We are not the Middle East. We are Canadians, and we deserve better from our elected officials. You may be born in another country. You may have a religious affiliation for this. But at the same token, you are in Canada. And if you want to protest, that is fine. That is your right. But as a government official, you should not be trying to pander to one side or the other. You should be doing facts. You should be supporting whatever it is that Canadians want, not your own beliefs. And that is like the UNWRA, you know the acronym. They've been accused of being involved with October 7th. That is a horrible day, and yet here we have this government doing all that. Look at Pierre and all them today in the House of Commons with Justin Trudeau, who lasted 10 minutes in the House of Commons. I think I'll last a little longer than that with my woman, but I'm being generous here. Anyways, this POS of a PM is a waste of our time. What is it that he and his ilk do you like, all you Justin Trudeau Liberal supporters? What is it about liberalism at the moment that makes you so high and proud to be that way? I don't see it. All I see is a government that is against the wishes of its people with the coalition of the Waffers. That's the best way to put it, because you look at Jagmeet Singh, you look at Justin Trudeau, and a few others in both cabinets of the opposition and the leading Liberal Party and their minority government. They are Waffers. Yes, they are Waffers. You noticed how much help they give outside the country, but they're not giving much help inside the country unless they are illegals. People here, migrants that have come here, and they're getting fed our money, folks. Our money, where we have homeless problems, we have crime problems, we have a host of other issues in this country. And yet we are supposed to be fighting about what? What Danielle Smith said last week about transgender care. And for all you people that are up in arms about this, if you did not actually listen to the full 7 minutes of her little speech, you will have to realize that she, Danielle Smith, has brought in a doctor to help with these people with this issue into Alberta. There'll be an actual doctor that they can rely on in Alberta. Now, isn't that a bonus instead of being shipped to Quebec? right? And then look at all the support that she mentioned for youth in this issue. There is support for them. Yes, the drugs are slow rolled. Yes, the surgery is slow rolled, but that is good news because we were told just last spring, I know this spring is coming up here right away, that these surgeries were not happening in Canada. Another lie by the media and the government and certain internet personalities with the initials RG. I'm not even going to go talk about Faye Johnston or anything like that. People, wake up. You know what? It is a shame. I grew up in the 80s, and yes, we suspected the co-students, whatever, they must be gay or lesbian at the time. Nobody really talked about the other parts of the alphabet gang, right? But now it seems to be a leading cause of whatever. And let's get back to Justin Trudeau. He had invited Hunka back to another event with Zelensky and his wife, and Anthony Rota got thrown under the bus, the former House Speaker, and yet you people as Liberals still support Justin Trudeau. Yeah, why? Really, why? Look at all the millions that are going out the door for anything but Canadian value. Look at the money that's left. Look at the money that's we're being taxed for. The carbon tax, right? It's going up again in April, as well, I should say, as MP salaries and the Prime Minister. So more of our tax-paying dollars are going to feed the pigs at the trough while they continuously feed, and yet the majority of you Liberal supporters out there are continuously feeding them and believing them. And I don't understand why you guys do this. I don't understand our media constantly trying to get Pierre to say something that they can grab onto and run with and manipulate and exploit to try and convince us sheeple, and I'll include myself at the moment, that Pierre is bad, Justin is good. Our media, mainstream media, should be attacking Justin Trudeau for all his policies that he's put out, for everything that's going on, but they do little. It is up to the independent media out there, True North, the Counter Signal, Rebel News, you name it. Mocha B, yes, all these people that are out there, Viva La Fry, the pleb, all that, Clyde, do something, Cat Canada, wake up, people. And if you haven't heard or seen these people and you're a Liberal supporter, I highly recommend to back up this video and listen to the names that I suggested that you should check out for alternative news to find out that you're being lied to and the wool pulled over your eyes. Again, folks, why are you JT supporters taking it? I mean, are you tickling it as well? I mean, are you even getting a reach around for yourself? No, you're not. You are pleasuring a death cult. A death cult. Thankfully, yes, and this is a shout out. Good news, positive vibes. I'm glad enough people spoke about it. Made for people with mental illness. And yet, I saw an article on CBC on my iPad for the digital edition saying there's a woman who's upset that this is not going through. I did not want to read that article. I might later, but when I saw that headline, I'm like, screw you, you bitch. Help those in need. Yes, don't give them an easy out. All right, depression is real, and if you are feeling down, positive vibes and a hug for you. Yes, I will just move this camera up just a wee bit so you can see this sign better. And I know this is just corny, but I will say this. I love you all. Yes, I love you all because we are all decent people. The decent ones are not decent. But yes, what is it going to take? What will it take to get all this stuff that's going on in our country? What will it take? I don't know what else Justin Trudeau can do to stay in power that people will get up in arms about. I mean, maybe if somebody could find the non disclosure agreement and actually expose it, that would be something, because that is something I would love to read. Yes, I would love to read that. Why? Because I'm nosy and I want to know the truth, right? The truth. Everything around Trudeau stinks. Everything. Everything, folks. And if you still support him, I don't know what to say about you. Please give a like in the comments or whatever. Tell me why you support Justin Trudeau. Why? I at this point I don't. I'm on disability and I just being crushed by the inflationary pricing of the printing of money and the carbon tax. Yes, they are evil at the end of the day, and then you add on the GST on top of that. It is sickening. This government needs to go. Thank you, and that is the truth.